To JC Engineering and Technical Drawing. Today we'll be representing our isometric diagram in third angle projection. So we'll start with our front view, this portion, our side view here, then our plan at the top. Now we'll start from our front view in third angle projection. Always start from your front view. So you first of all know the total length of your front view and the total height of the isometric diagram. Now we'll start with 45 millimeter as our length, so we'll measure 145 millimeters as our length. So measure 145 millimeters as our length, and then we indicate it with a point. Then we'll project the point downward using our set square with a light construction line downward, and also we'll check the total height of our front view from here to here. The total height from the base to the top is 90 millimeter. So we'll measure 90 millimeter using our rule. Measure 90 millimeter, and then we indicate it with a point. Indicate with a point, and then project the line toward the right path. Project to the right till it hits a vertical line. Now the next thing you need to do, you start your diagram the way you see it from here. So you can start from your left to your right or from your right to your left, whichever you choose to do. So we'll start our diagram from our left to our right. So now, knowing that the total distance here is 90 millimeter from our diagram, while looking at it from this position, you see that there's 6 millimeter height from our diagram. So we'll measure 6 millimeter using our rule, and then we indicate it with a point. We indicate it with a point, and then we'll project that 6 millimeter 72 millimeter to our right. So project, then I'll measure 72 millimeter from this point to this point is 72 millimeter. So measure 72 millimeter, indicate it the point. Now we project the point upward, and then we outline that portion which outline the 72 millimeter, and this is the 6 millimeter which is already outlined. Now the next thing we'll notice that from our right hand side here, we see that there is 25 millimeter upward. So we'll measure 25 millimeter upward from our right here. Measure it upward 25 millimeter, and then we indicate it to the point, and then we'll project that line to our left. So our left, you can see I indicated the construction line. Now from my diagram, from my left hand side, you can see that this distance at the top here is equal to the distance from here to here. So now the distance is 36 millimeter. So we'll measure 36 millimeter from our left, 36 millimeter, and then we indicate it with a point. So now from our point, we outline that portion down to my right. Then we outline the base, and then we outline the side. Now if you're looking at the diagram very well, you find out that we have succeeded in getting this portion of my diagram. Now we'll project from our point upward, because it's a straight line from our front view. There's a straight line going up, so project from that point of 36 millimeter. I'll project it upward, and we'll make sure it's an outline. So we've gotten that. Now also at the top of our diagram project. Make sure it's a nice outline. Now you will discover that from our base line, we're reading it from here, from our baseline to the center of our circle here is 48 millimeter. So we'll measure 48 millimeter from our base, measure 48 millimeter, indicate the point, and then we indicate it with the center line because it's from the base to the midpoint to this circle over here is 48 millimeters. So indicate it with the center line, a long, short, long, short. You can see it. Now, if you check, there's a cycle passing through which is radius, which is diameter 24 millimeter, which the half is 12 millimeter as radius. So we'll measure 12 millimeter and we'll indicate it the point, and we'll measure 12 millimeter upward also, we indicate it the point, and then we indicate it with, and then we'll just create a light construction line because we're coming there later. Light construction line. Nice. Now the next thing we'll do is that if you check here the distance from the top view here, you can see we're having at our top, we're having 24 millimeter as radius. You can see 24 millimeter as radius. So we'll measure 24 millimeter from our side here. So measure 24 millimeter and then we indicate it with a point. Now we project that line to my right, and then from here you can discover that this is 12 millimeter. The top of this, you can see the arrow, this is 12 millimeter, this also is 12 millimeter. So we'll measure 12 millimeter, we indicate it a point, and then also if you observe from the baseline, you can see from this baseline to this point, this portion here is 30 millimeter. So we'll measure 30 millimeter from our baseline. This is 30 millimeter. We indicate it also with a point, and then we'll project towards our right. Now from this, which is 12 millimeter, which we've measured at the top here, we'll project it downward with an outline. So project downward with an outline, you can see. Then project to the side, to the side. So now you have to dull these edges because we have so many construction lines. So you have to dull the edges so that the outline will be perfectly seen. Now from our midpoint, we have a circle of 24 diameter, which is 12 up, 12 radius up, 12 radius down. So we indicate with the broken line. We've already marked that portion. That's why I say we're coming back there later. So we'll mark it with a construction line, indicating that there's a hidden hole passing through this way. So outline and then we'll outline. Now the major reason why I leave here blank at first is to explain it better, because while looking at it from this point, also from your side view, you can find out that this image did not pass through completely. So from the side view, there's a cut as if it's a square at the bottom part of it. So while looking at it from here, you can also see a portion here. While looking at it, you'll be seeing this portion all through to this side. This portion I shaded all through to that place. So you indicate it also with an outline showing that you can see something, you can see a section of that diagram over there, and then you finally you outline this portion, and then we are through with our front view. Now we're through with our front view. The next thing we'll do is that we'll cross check if the other hidden details we did not indicate. Like we look at the front, from our front view, you can find out that there's a hidden detail here which we forgot to actually indicate. So we'll measure 50 millimeter from our right to our left, 50 millimeter, and then we indicate it with the point. Then we'll project the point upward with a center line, long, short, long, the center line. Now, from this radius, we have radius 12, so we'll measure 12 millimeter, measure 12 millimeter, then we indicate the point. Now, they'll project the point downward with a broken line, indicating that there's a passage, there's a hole over there. So, we indicate this. Now, if you can see, we are done indicating the hidden lines in our front view. The next thing we'll do, we'll move to our side view, and then from our front view we'll project towards the left to our side view, and then automatically we've gotten the total height of our side view. So the next thing we need to indicate is the length of our side view, which is given to us as 72 millimeter. So we'll measure 72 millimeter, measure 72 millimeter using our rule, 72 millimeter. Then we indicate to the point, and then we'll project the point upward with the light construction line this way. Now, the next thing is that we'll look at our diagram from our side view. You can, from our front view, you can indicate that from here to here is 30 millimeter. Also, now from the side view here, you can see this 30 millimeter. So you measure 30 millimeter, which is automatically this line, this portion here. So you just project that portion to your left. Very light construction, very light construction line. If only you can see this, it's also nice. So now we've succeeded in getting that. The next line will project from our side view 48 millimeter, which is our center line. So we'll project our center line with also indicating that it's a center line, which we've gotten that. Also, the next thing we'll do, we'll project from here to here, which is 24 millimeter. We'll project it to our left. From here to here is 24 millimeter, so project it to our left. Now we've succeeded in getting that. Then the next thing we'll do is that since we have a circle here and they say there's a center line over here, we'll divide 72 by 2, which will give me 36 millimeter. Then we'll measure 36 millimeter from the base of our side view, measure 36 millimeter, then we'll indicate it to the point, and then we'll project the point upward, which is this. Project the point with a center line, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. All right, now you've seen we've gotten our midpoint. Now the next thing we'll do is that we'll open our compass to radius 12 millimeter from our side view. You can see we'll have a diameter of 24, so the radius will be 12. So we'll pick 12 millimeter radius, and then we'll place it at the point of the intersection, and then we'll draw a complete circle. Now, using that same point of the intersection from our side view, you can see that while looking at it from here, you can see a partial circle touching the line of 24 and also touching the line of 30. So, which the radius is 30 millimeter. So we'll measure 30 good millimeter as radius, 30 millimeter as radius. Then we'll place it at the point of the intersection from our side view, which is here, and then we'll draw our line. This is our line 24 millimeter. So draw a circle, a semicircle with an outline touching the line 24, then we'll stop. Also draw a semicircle, or should I call it an arc, because it's not complete semicircle, so let me just call it an arc touching uh the line 30 millimeter at both sides with an outline. Then the next thing we'll do is that we'll outline this portion, this and this from our side view. So outline this, and we'll outline this portion also. We'll outline this, and then we'll outline this also. And then the next thing we'll do is that we'll outline the top of our side view this way. Now we've succeeded in getting that. We'll outline this portion, which is this portion, which is this. So we'll take our rule, since we've already lined that, then we'll just draw a straight line, and then we'll outline that portion here also. Now while looking at your diagram from here, you'll discover that there is 6 millimeter height from the base, so which is also this portion. So you just, with this construction line, you project down, and then you discover from your left to your right, from your side view, this distance here. Why measure? You measure it from your right to your left is 50 millimeters. So what you need to do, pick 50 millimeter from our right to our left, and then we indicate it to the point. They'll project the point upward to hit our line 6 millimeters. So we'll just outline that portion, and then from our diagram you can see that we'll outline the base of our side view, this portion here. So we'll outline, and then from the top we'll outline to the side. We'll outline. Now while looking at it from the side, you can see this portion also. If you look down, you can see this portion going through to hit this side here, so you can see this. So outline also this portion here. Then we are free to outline our sides. Can outline this, and then we'll outline this portion also. Now the next thing we'll do, we'll take note of hidden details. Take note of hidden details. Now the hidden details you need to know here is that while looking at your diagram from this portion here, you're going to see this radius of 12 millimeter. So you, from our midpoint, you see, but first the height of this, project the height of that towards the construction line, very light, that only you can see. So now we'll, from this our point, because the height is 25, so outline our 25 to our left, to our side view. So the radius of 12 millimeters, so measure 6 millimeter to our left, 6 millimeter to our right, 6 millimeter to our left, and then also 6 millimeter to our right. And then we project those points downward with the broken line, indicating that there is a radius, a hole passing through, which is 12 millimeter radius, which is this. And then we also, from our diagram, you can, while you're looking at it from this portion, you can see from here to here is 24 millimeter. This is 24 millimeter. That shows that this given side here will be 12 to our left, 12 to our right. Sorry for this. Let me raise a little, then come back again. All right. Now, from this, while looking at it from here, from this other side, you can see reduce 12 millimeter, but the diameter is what? 24. So we'll measure 12 millimeter to our right, then 12 millimeter to our left, yeah, then another 12 millimeter to our right, which is this. Then we'll project it with a broken line, indicating that there is a passage of a hole here, and then also indicate that there's a passage over there. Now, also from this side, you can also see the top of this while looking at it from our side view, indicating that this is also what? A construction line. So this construction line will make it a broken line, indicating that there's a passage also. So to our diagram, now we'll move to our plan. Moving to our plan, we'll bring our 45-degree set square, and then we'll project upward. Then we'll project the side of our side view, and then once it is a 45-degree, we'll project where it intersects towards our left, and then also we'll project our front view upward. Now getting a rectangular form at the top. Succeeded in getting a rectangular form at the top at the plan view. Next thing we'll do is that from our front view, we'll project our center line upward, continue short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, and long. Now we succeeded doing that. Also from our side view, where our center line hits our 45-degree, we project from the point of its intersection towards our left, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Now you've seen. Now at the point of the intersection, we'll place, you can see a radius of 12 millimeter. It's still in the same portion as this. You can also project it if you choose to. 12 millimeter, I'll place it at the point of the intersection, and then we'll draw a semicircle. We're looking at from our plan. We'll draw a semicircle, and then we'll project where our semicircle touch our center line. This portion, we'll project it to our right. Also, we'll do same thing to the top, project to our right. Then we'll outline the sides of our plan. Outline this portion and this, and you can see. So outline the two sides since it's going straight, so that we'll understand what we are doing better. Now when you are looking at it from here, this is this line and this line, which is now straight. Now this also is this line and this line, which is also a straight line. Now then the next thing you do is that from our side view here, If you look at it from this top, you can see this is completely a straight line from the top. So you outline your side. It's what you see you do, just to produce exactly what you see. Whatever I did not see, even is there, so far I did not see it, don't put it. So whatever you see, that is what you indicate. Now, the next thing is that we'll see this portion. You can see this portion, so we project the top. You can see this and this, so project it upward, light construction line, and then outline. You can see, so we've succeeded in seeing this portion from our plan. But notwithstanding this 12 mm, you can also see this portion as a hidden line. So this 12 mm you produce, and then you indicate it. There's a line passing through, you indicate it as a hidden line, which is these two lines. You can see them as lines. So indicate it with a broken line, indicating that there is a passage of something passing there. There's a space there passing through. You can see this. Now the total distance is 12, which is 12 passing through. Now if you are looking at it from this point, this portion here, this becomes automatically will be a straight line. While looking at it from the top, not going to be a cycle again. That's why it's straight line here. And then the next thing is this circle here, which is 24 diameter. You also see it from the plan, but in that case you'll be seeing it as a broken line. So you measure 12 mm up and then 12 mm down, 12 mm downwards, put a point, and then 12 mm upward, and then you outline with a broken line, indicating that there's a passage. The circle passes through. You can see, indicating that this circle passes through also. And then the next thing you do is that from your front view, you can see this portion here. I told you that it was not passing through, so you project upward this way. Now also you can see this portion over here. You project upward. Once it hits a 45-degree, put a point, and then where it hits the point, you project your lines. You can see it's even merging with this. Project your lines towards the left. Okay, remember we projected this line up. Once it at 45-degree, we project to the left hand side. Make sure it hits the side of the plan, which is this. Now also from our front view, this portion here will project upward. Make sure you project very well. Project upward to hit also the top of the plan, the construction line. Now you can see that they intersected at this portion here. Now from here to here is this distance. From here to here, from our front view, it will be this distance, 72 mm. Then from here to here is our side view. If you're looking at it from the top, which is 50 mm. So we'll outline that portion with a broken line. I'm going to use my pink pen so that will differentiate it, indicate it, showing that there's a passage there from our When looking at it from here, this that is the given portion here. Here is 72 millimeter, which is this upward. Now here is 50 millimeter from our side view, which is this upward. And then we're done constructing our plan, and this is our side view. And then the last thing you need to do is that from our side view, this top over here, you project it the construction line. Also the base, also you project it the construction line. And then from our 12 millimeter distance, which is this, you project it with using a broken line as an outline. Now indicating that this just means that there is a cycle also inside the portion of the cycle going through. You can see this also in our plan. You can see it's a straight line. You can see it's a straight line, there's no sectioning, it's a straight line. Also from here also you can see this portion here. Thank you for watching. I still remain JC Engineering and Technical Drawing. Remember to give me a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, you can also comment below of this video, and then you can also send me a work that you want to work upon. Then I'll be able to assist you. Thank you very much. I still remain JC Engineering and Technical Drawing. Do have a nice day. God bless you.